Last year, when I recorded my collection video, I said I wanted to build a construction site in the city, and that I also wanted to do updates on the city and the Batcave. Well, it's been a while, and I figure now that we finally have an actual, good No Way homestead, now is the perfect time for an update. Alrighty, and since the Statue of Liberty is pretty much like the whole thing that inspired this update, I figured I would start with the construction site first. So I basically just kind of made like a neck and shoulder build, or started working on that, and then hoisted it up on support beams. The plan is I wanted like the bottom half to be like just a construction site, and then the top half to be the final battle itself. So I had a lot of fun with the construction site, getting to build a couple of like micro builds, like the saw table there. We've got a table with the blueprints for what they want to build. I mean, obviously that's the wrong blueprint, but and the project manager is Oppenheimer, because of course he is. Box of tools. Scaffolding is just the scaffolding from the Statue of Liberty set, but I just rearranged it and everything. One of the best Joker henchmen minifigs ever. Then yeah, I just put all the Spider-Man and their villains, and I tried to get them in different positions just so it looked a little bit more like stuff was happening and they weren't static, like Tom Holland swinging from the crane here, Dr. Octopus chasing after him. I'm quite happy. Oh, look, there's Zao filming it over TikTok. I am quite happy with how the crane turned out. It's not fully finished yet. I definitely need to replace the web pieces with more string pieces, but I'm really happy with how everything turned out. But yeah, here's just a look at the whole construction site so far. I still need to finish plating off this bottom section right here, but so far, really happy with it. Alright, and moving on to the city itself, it finally has a name, and of course with a name like Brickers City, all of the Brickers are going to be here hiding out, so as we go through I'll be sure to point them out, and we're going to start in the downtown section and work our way along to the beach section, just because this is where the least amount of stuff has changed. So, on top of Police Station, we've got Detective Mats and Lachi sharing a drink together. Then down here we've got Damien getting searched, because unlike the cops in Sam's videos, we do judge books by their cover. Then over here we've got Flynn finishing up his shift at the butcher shop. Moving further along, we've got Sam just dropping off a couple of FedEx packages. Obviously this is not a FedEx truck, it's just the Joker's ice cream surprise truck, but I do need to build one. I was just too lazy, so I just quickly put this together for the video. Then moving along over here, we've got Joe Motion cleaning his pipe. And then we've got the first scene set up, and oh no, he's not gonna walk that one off. He should have worn his seatbelt. And this is actually where quite a bit of stuff has changed. This is where we start to get into the changing stuff. So I was able to build like a nice traffic light. It is leaning slightly, but I was able to get a lot of really good printed signs from Brick Loot on the Brickers Chicago trip. That was a huge help to pretty much most of the stuff that's changed in the city. Then we've got updated Beetles walking across Abbey Block. Thank you to Caleb for helping me come up with better designs for their hairs. All the way in the back here in the corner is the package store, and it's closed. This is ridiculous. I'm getting curious. I'm getting serious. So obviously that's where Caleb and Riley are. On top of the package store, I added the apartment complex from the 2018 Sanctum Sanctorum set. I just think it looks quite nice on top of there. Then we managed to get a bridge in the middle of the road, which is what I really wanted to do. And on top of that, we've got Rusty beating the shit out of one of his hockey teammates. He probably said that something's so not sick, bro. Then, of course, outside the Lego store, we've got me going to spend all of my money again. Moving along, we've then got Andrew pretending to be French, because of course he is. Then we've got the fake taxi being unfortunately held up. Moving along in the back here, we've got OTC threatening to blow up the bridge unless we get a Lego Daily Planet. I've also got a custom Breaking Bad RV build that I did. I was going to make a Breaking Bad parody, but I don't think that's ever going to happen anymore, but at least I've got this, and I think I'm going to try to, grass off this section, and then, it's just like a little secret, like, cookout for Walt and Jesse. Hospital has stayed the same. Moving along to the beach, though, this is quite a big difference. We've got a parking spot there, so Was able to use the Woody to good effect there. We've got Saul Goodman in the back trying to call the Kettlemans, I believe it was, from season 1. We've got everything beached off, and there's Chris. He's challenging all the muscle buffs to a muscle off. And there's Ken and Ken. They're beaching each other off as per usual. Just got, you know, kid making a sand castle. Still need to attach that little dock to the restaurant here. And then a surfer who is getting attacked by a shark. And then finally, all the way in the corner here, I started to add a lighthouse. This is meant to be the lighthouse from the 2019 movie, The Lighthouse. I unfortunately don't have a fucking seagull though, so unfortunately Hedwig just has to die. But yeah, I just need to find the yellow roof, and then I've got a nice little lighthouse. Yeah, that is pretty much it for the city. I hope you like it, and we'll move on to the Batcave now. So I'm gonna have a picture of the Batcave from the last update on screen, just so that you guys can get a sense of how much has changed in the year and a half since I've been working on this. It's not done yet, but there is a huge difference between it. And so here is where I'm at right now. As you can see, the main layout has still remained the same, except for the walls on the right side are pretty much all done, and then I'm still building up on the left side. But I'm very happy with the right side. I've got a bunch of bat suits just on display. I really like how it turned out. I managed to get the door to stay in there. It's on some gear teeth, so it can open and close with a knob on the back. And I'm really happy with how specifically this side has turned out. I think that this is really good, and I'm really proud of myself for this one. Right here, this looks a little weird because what the plan is I want things to kind of like jut out, and then I'm gonna have like a second layer here. So they'll probably be like bat gear. I also built like a little bar last year, so I was thinking that that could go in there as well, because my Batman's an alcoholic. And then since I've got so many bat suits as well, I thought it would be really cool to include like one of the suit changers from the original like Lego Batman game. And then we'd probably put in like hazmat suit. He's not supposed to fucking fall over like that. But just a Robin suit, just so that it's a little bit of variation instead of another fucking bat suit. So let me just move Penguin out of the way. This section, I do like the rock work, but I'm not happy with the waterfall section. This was my original plan for it. However, now what we're thinking is probably using the waterfall pieces from the Pirates of the Caribbean Fountain of Youth set. So thank you, OTC, for suggesting that one. That one seems good. I do quite like it when the like doors are open and they're like against the rock. I think that looks totally fine, but just when they're closed, they look a bit goofy. But yeah, I'm very excited to eventually, I don't know when it will be, but I'm very excited to eventually finish this whole thing up. I've decided this is going to be an elevator instead of a suit changer, just because that'll be a lot easier. I can just attach like a knob at the top and then twist and get it to go up there. But overall, I am just very, very happy with how the Batcave has turned out. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do another update on this thing, maybe once we get very close to completion, but thank you very much for watching this city and this Batcave update, and I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, to be 19 again.